Lament not having.
Well, we're still connecting. Hang on.
Oh, it says it's live.
Does it? I don't have my phone.
it doesn't.
There it goes.
Ooh, can we see that screen the whole time? I don't think we had that last time.
What
Yes,
screen? The
you
last
have
screen?
it every time.
Can I see the other one?
Why?
Or no? Okay.
I think
wanna
it's
see
helpful
the-
for us to know.
Oh, do you want to see the comments?
Uh,
Or do you want to see your
okay,
live?
never mind.
Your live.
Because then we're going to focus on that. And
That's true. That's
And we
somebody
do a
else's.
much better job on that than we do.
That's true. Okay.
It is really funny every time I look at this screen. Tyler looks at it.
Fun facts!
You have to remind us.
Please remind us. Just periodically yell at us for fun facts. That would be fine. I'm okay with
That
that.
would be fun. Facts.
Are we good?
I don't know. Are you good?
I'm good. I'm ready.
Are we live?
Maybe. It's
No.
green.
A lot of things are green. Grass is going to be really green after all this rain.
Is it raining right now?
Just kind of in general from last night. We had that nice kind of slow, drizzly rain
Yeah.
that plants like.
Yeah, it was a colder day today. 60s.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wore pants.
And I would usually wear pants. Except when I'm not wearing pants.
Kev, are you like gonna let us know when we're live?
We've been live for a while.
Okay.
Should we start?
Yes. You want to take it away?
Hey, welcome. This is Filabot. Actually, look at the camera. This is Filabot Live, and today we are going to talk about turning old CDs and DVDs into filament. You're up.
Yes, we are. Gonna talk about that. What do you want to start with, Jeremy?
We should probably start with why you would ever want to extrude CDs and DVDs into filament.
Right. Why is because you could have a lot of them. You could have a lot of CDs that are wasted. You could have a bunch of AOL CDs. You know that you. Have you seen the commercial? They turn into a fish. It's like a collage of all the colors of the. Yeah. You could have one of those and just be really sick of it, right? Or you could have just random CDs that. Cameraman, what are you doing?
What's happening?
Why are you looking at me?
Can you like zoom in?
What?
On
No,
this
you're
beautiful-
talking still, and I'm trying to figure something
Let
out.
him work his magic. He's good at what he
Yeah,
does.
I'm gonna
I'm
be
just-
fine.
You do your thing.
Okay.
The camera work's gonna be great. Just keep going.
Okay, so you could have cut, redo.
Oh wait, it's live. We don't do that.
Yep.
Dang it.
You could have a bunch of CDs that you want to recycle.
And-
Luckily,
Of all the materials that we've done over the last few weeks, this is the first one that people might actually have a bunch laying around.
Right.
You may be looking on your shelf now and have those old spindles of 100-pack blank CDs and thought, I haven't had to print a CD in a decade.
burn them.
Yeah, burning CDs, right? That was a lot of fun. So if you have the equipment, this is a material you could actually make that we're going to get into, has some pretty fun properties, one of which is the fact that it's sparkly.
Right. Which is really cool.
Yeah.
I feel really bad for calling out Kevin. Sorry, Kev.
I don't care.
All right.
He didn't quit, so that's good. That's a good sign. Thanks for
Put
not
the
quitting in the
camera
middle
down.
of live, Kevin. It's professional.
Yeah. So the start. Well, do you want to go through the process of CDs? What the material is made of? They're made from poly-carbonate, which is a pretty rigid material, hotter temp material.
You know, obviously they've got some flex to them, and if we zoom in, if we take a look,
Oh yeah.
you know, we've really got a couple different types of labeling.
Yes.
You know, we've got, and really it comes down to the kind of the mass printed disc, you know, something that would be manufactured, something would be stamped out at a factory
versus
something that you would make yourself, you know, like this little printed label that was adhered on.
This is actually somebody's company that we're.
Heber Willard Lumber Company in Newburyport, Mass. Well,
Cool.
it's a business card. If they didn't want people to know about them, they
That's
wouldn't
true.
have made them. So I think it's fine. Give it a shout out to
Yeah.
Heber Willard.
As you were saying, the labels. So this was one. That was one with the
We
label.
probably tossed most of the ones that had a printed label. But if you remember burning your own CDs, you probably remember wanting, if not having your own label maker. You would print an adhesive label
like the Avery.
172 times to get it lined up correctly. And then you'd peel it off and you had that little spindle and you'd
Yeah.
slip it down on and it would stamp on and everything. And it just, most people did that about 4 times because it was so frustrating. It was so much work.
And
But
it just
there are
sharpened.
labels that you did that, or the label was already on there that you would just kind of hand write on.
Right,
Like
like-
you could buy discs like that. Well, I think that's still printed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
that surface
painted,
is still
yeah.
printed. Just somebody wrote on it in Sharpie.
Okay, so it's probably more of this one.
Nope.
No, that's
Nope,
okay.
still- But anyway, I mean,
Anyway,
we don't need to dig
keep
into
diving to
yeah.
that. So we sorted those out. The labels we removed, and we focused on the painted ones. Focused on processing those ones.
Yeah.
We weren't too concerned about like this one, this Pella window. Makes better door than window. It's opaque. Like the paint isn't. Is that where I was going with that?
I'm not sure.
No, that joke was just so good. I just
Took
got
yourself out of
sidetracked.
it.
Yeah, I did. We weren't concerned because that's what it was. Because the paint is a very thin, a lot thinner, and it would just be so much work to get it off. So we took those, sorted them, and then we ground them up into the powder.
Well, anytime we're testing a plastic, we're not going to go too deep to start with. As long as it's not going to damage the machines, we're not going to spend the time doing extra processing. If
Right.
it fails, yeah, then we go back and then we start applying solvents to paint and doing ridiculous things like that. But fortunately, in this case, we didn't need to do that.
Well, I think we'll touch on that towards the end about going back, and we'll see what the response is on social. This was really interesting. So the metal that is coating on the CD, right, where the data gets stored and burned into, kind of broke away from the plastic. So you can see, like, as you're trying to get it off your hand, it's like flaky.
This will be on my hand forever.
Yep. Oh, it gets everywhere. So it broke down really well. That was one thing we were concerned about, is that the metal wouldn't break down and continue breaking down. Jeremy's got it all over now. I'm gonna have it all over. But it's just, I mean, this is like, it's cool to touch, it's cool to feel, the reflections. I mean, it's some really sweet stuff. Yeah.
This is the type of stuff that if somebody came out with a filament like this,
I think
that was
there
not
are.
from CDs. Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but just having those reflective properties, bringing some, not texture, but
Glitter?
some light, some light play into that is pretty cool. It can take something kind of boring that you might print and make it a little more exciting.
Right.
So we ground it up,
Ground it up.
and now it's in this bag, which I'm going to seal because, Murphy's Law says an earthquake's going to come and spill this all over, and we'll be cleaning it up for the next 20 years.
Entropy.
What about it?
That's another theory we can apply to this.
Okay. So we ground it up,
So we ground it up
and then we extruded it.
yes, so this is where it gets interesting. We made filament, but when we just used the CD filament, we had some issue with, it was really brittle. And we weren't sure if that was because we didn't dry it right, or if there was some...
See the sparkles.
Can you get them? I can hold this differently if you want.
No, this is good.
I don't know that,
The hell?
Too bright.
Ugh.
CDs themselves are pretty brittle.
That's true. I mean, they're like...
And especially you've now heated the material again. Oh, I'm gonna lose an eyeball.
Yeah, they're real brittle. They're so brittle.
Good job grabbing the non-brittle one, Tyler. Making you look like a liar.
Oh, you can't break Linux.
Oh, I had that. I used to play with Mandrake back in the day. It was the first easy distribution.
Oh, we were talking about that one of the CDs.
Yeah, we were.
Okay, so it was brittle start. We should have played around with it more. We can. Do we have a question?
Here's
You
a.
want to take questions?
I mean, that's
Yeah.
snapped off pretty quickly.
Okay. BTechNet said, how fast does polycarbonate absorb moisture, and what temperature do you dry it at? Do we know?
I don't have exact answers.
We did dry it.
We did dry it. I think polycarbonate is one that'll absorb quicker than like an ABS. Actually, I think polycarbonate is a hydroscopic polymer, which means it absorbs water.
As opposed to hydrophobic,
Yes, that
which
doesn't.
repels water.
Right.
Science.
So it absorbs it. I'm not sure what temperature. It was hotter. I mean, this stuff we were printing at... Oops.
Do we not have it on there?
We don't have that on the case study. That's not good.
We'll update that.
We'll update that. We did print hotter. I think we were up to the 260. So we were extruding at 176. That's really not that much hotter. I mean, we extrude ABS at 170. Okay.
Well, what temperature do we normally dry stuff at?
It's gonna be, it changes. We'll have to look up the CDs. I mean, we don't know what grade all this CD is. We know the general family. Yeah, I don't have the data sheets. So I don't know if that answered the question.
Not well.
Not well.
If it did, it was poorly. But we weren't, it's okay. We weren't prepared for that. We can find out. So actually, what would be great, whoever that was,
Chantel.
BTechNet.
Oh,
BTechNet. If you can drop us an email at Filabot, just hit the website filabot.com. Drop us an email, and we can get you that information.
We'll also update our case study.
We'll update that, but we'll likely end up replying to you faster. So please, makes our life easier. This might be a good time for a fun fact since we've kind of broken our flow. Grab this out of the shark's mouth.
All right.
You have the neatest handwriting.
Thank you.
The first CD was made in Langenhagen, Germany in 1982.
Wow.
Is that true? I thought it was Sony that.
That's what's
Japan.
Well, Sony could have a German headquarters,
Not then.
side quarters.
That's what the internet said.
The internet is never wrong.
I just never knew that.
That's really
I always
interesting.
thought it was Sony.
That's why they're fun facts.
No, if it was Sony, it would have become a proprietary format that no one else would have used. It would have died.
Burn.
You also have a question whenever you're listening.
Cool. Thanks for the fun fact.
Hey, I just read it. Yeah, question, go. What we got?
Okay, so Richard Horn said, did you have to add any modifiers or other materials to make it less brittle?
We were about to get there.
We were.
A little bit of foreshadowing. Good
Thank
job, Richard.
Let's get there.
Yeah, let's go.
So, with that,
So it was brittle.
He just had a second question. You want me to do that now or after you answer that?
let's do it after.
Okay.
So it was brittle, and like we were putting it on the spool, and it was kind of like snapping. Like we'd walk away, and then it would just like explode around the spool. So that was a pain in the butt.
But not in like a cool way that we would have videoed to show you, because if it had been a cool way, we would have shown you.
Some people would think it's cool, but then if you're in charge of having to put the filament back on, you're like, oh my gosh, like can't deal with this. So we went back to the plastic we have, and we work with a lot of plastic companies, and we had tested previous poly-carbonate. Wow, beautiful mix.
Lassie gets extruded.
Yeah.
Dog hair filament. Oh, that would smell extruding.
Anyway, it was a polycarbonate that we had tested in the past. Worked really well. We mixed it in at a 10% ratio, and that seemed to help the brittleness.
It's not much at all.
It's not much. And you'll notice once we start talking about the print, which, well, we're going to start talking about the print, that the layers on the print, there's like the whiter section and then this darker, more solid plastic section, print area. And I believe that's because the mixture of that 10% was a little too low, or the pellets weren't mixed enough within this mixture here. So that's something I really want to improve on, because this material with that glitter and it being CDs, like that is so cool.
I'd love to see us trying to do this at like 50-50.
Yeah, I bet it would be pretty successful.
But and at the same time, if it's gonna
Change.
not blend well, what other colors could we throw in? What would this look like if we mixed with, I'm assuming we use black?
No, this was
Gray?
clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would it look like if it was black or blue or red? It could be
That's
really
true.
fun to throw this in, even at a, like a minority percent, like 20,
Right.
to add that sparkle in.
Yeah. So that short answer is yes, we did add base material, 10%, to make that brittleness go away. And at some point, if we
We
have
had
more
it
time,
extrudable, but it didn't.
right,
We need to do more.
we'll do more. We did enough for the samples to, we have samples of this material.
Is this HVAC mix?
Yep.
10%?
That one came out much better.
It's like a sparkly dog hair. It's not, but it looks like one. What's the other question?
I'm sure you guys will get into this, but did the metal flakes cause any problems and a normal size nozzle for the extruder?
So through the whole process, we thought we thought the metal would jam up. Like, we thought it would jam up in the extruder. We thought it would, not the grinder, because that thing's gonna. We thought it would jam up in the printer as well, and it didn't. We were using a 0.75 millimeter nozzle.
We did test it with 0.4 and it jammed up in the 0.4.
0.4. Okay. I mean,
I
the
think
metal.
he's referring to a 0.4 as a normal size
Okay.
print nozzle.
So yeah, the 0.4 would jam up, but the larger sizes work. But that metal coating on these CDs is so thin that it just breaks away really easily, which is nice. If it didn't do that, we couldn't process.
Right, and it's that property that makes it so interesting to work with.
Yeah.
So this is 0.75, right?
Yep.
Nozzle.
Yep.
Nozzle.
Did we try anything in between? Did we try like
We did
0.6
not,
or something?
or a point. So that's another thing that we'd love to hear about and see, you know, these samples if you're out there. And yeah, this may jam your nozzle, and that's probably a warning we should, you know, continuously say with these materials is, oh, that's a good point. We didn't melt filter this. So normally, you know, when we did like squatty potties or toothbrush, or, you know, all the other materials we've recycled, we put that melt filter nozzle, and that has an 80 mesh in it, and it grabs all the particulates. That's not plastic, but in this case with that metal film, we thought it would be, oh my gosh, it's all over.
It's all over.
We thought it would, you know, it would just
Like
filter it all
glitter.
out. It's like what?
It's glitter.
It is glitter.
You can kind of see the sparkles.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. Oh, this feels like a bigger one. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Like a half a sheet of
Fun
notebook.
paragraph.
Do you know the best-selling DVD of all time?
You want to watch a DVD?
It's Avatar. How about number 2?
No way.
Yeah.
Which Avatar?
I'm assuming the movie with the blue people, not
All right.
the animated
It wasn't
series.
even good. It was just blue Pocahontas.
I love the
That was-
animated series.
it was a fan. Yes, that is also great. But anybody that seemed to not like the movie didn't see it in IMAX and 3D. Like you needed to see that movie in 3D.
We had a big, my dad would say this, so I'm going to say it's a dad joke. We had this big projection screen TV. You know how they would turn colors and like be blue or whatever?
Yes.
Well, this one turned blue and we watched Avatar on it and it was great. So there's my dad's story.
The second greatest selling DVD is Titanic. That one makes a bit more sense.
It's a classic.
It is a popular movie. I don't know that I would call it classic. I mean, by everyone else's definition, I just think it's a terrible movie. And then Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Really interesting to compare the media. Like it's a video, it's a movie, but it's just on a CD.
Yeah.
And now it's on a digital, like there will be no best-selling Netflix series.
No, but there will be most watched. I mean, there's data coming out of that.
That's true.
Think you can rebuild the data in this?
Yes. Yeah, there's absolutely someone's credit card information in this. We're gonna melt filter out.
We're gonna tape it
Something
in the
else.
orientation of the cut, and then,
Was there any difference between CDs and DVDs as we were working with these?
no. More data.
Sure. Did we expect there to be?
I didn't, right? Because
I
I
didn't
think the
think so.
same, they're built the same.
I don't know the physical difference. I would assume there is one, but it's probably minute.
I think the DVDs just are higher capacity.
Yeah, my understanding is it's just different in the way the data is stored on there. Not
Right.
quite like a compression algorithm, but something
It's like well, I guess it could be smaller and then it's fitting more.
yeah, it could also be more tracks,
Yeah.
a more accurate laser.
Wow. What else do we want to talk about? We have samples. I think I
do
mentioned
have some
that.
samples, not guaranteed to not damage anything
Yeah.
that
So
you print. So just, whenever we do these samples, we're doing it for really one main reason. We want to put this filament in your hands. We want to see what fun stuff you're making. We want to kind of further the research, because there's only so much that we can do here. We're looking for other people to get involved and help share that information. whether that's with us or other people in the 3D printing community. So when you grab these free samples of filament, please don't get it and just put it on your shelf. Get it and use it and talk about it, whether that's publicly or with us. But also be aware that this is research.
Yeah.
It's research caliber filament. This is not like off the shelf, ready to go. Everybody should be using it for everything. Filament. She's so
We have
unhappy right
another
now.
question. Are you doing fun fact?
No,
Okay.
I'm getting ready.
So Richard Horn said, rewritable CDs and DVDs have organic content. Any problems with that, particularly, or particles or nasty gases?
So organic as in like organic, like
He said organic
Earth.
content.
made.
I'm assuming something that once heated in the air, something that could be a
Yeah.
little bit noxious. Yeah.
Yeah, we put it could be, there probably was.
Yeah, any of this stuff that we're extruding, we really are absolutely using air scrubbers and respirators and Tyvek suits. 100%, all the time.
Yeah,
And you should
Correct.
too.
no, we don't, I mean, don't do this in a small room.
We
With your face over the hopper.
We open the building.
Right, we open the doors up, if it
It's
smokes.
high ceilings. I mean, there's a lot that we're doing
Yeah.
to protect ourselves, you know. But yeah, anytime you've got anything metal or plastic or anything like that, once it starts getting heated, it
Right.
has the potential
It's
to
breaking
off-gas
down.
something
Right,
that should not go into your body.
right, and I mean, you get to a point with plastic, if you're overheating it, it's gonna be smoking, you can tell. But yeah, you know, we're concerned about it because we're doing this every day, so we really want to make sure everyone here's safe, and
I don't think we really noticed much with this one, but we always take precautions.
yeah. I kind of do it, I mean, you shouldn't always do it off of smell, but ABS, like I do not like printing ABS in the offices. It's just,
You really shouldn't.
we shouldn't be doing that.
Well, we try to avoid it.
Right,
I don't remember the last time we did, actually.
the acronym for ABS, what would that be, to stay away from it? Anyway,
Always be
safe.
sure, skeptical.
Oh, and
Snide.
CDs were PC, pretty close to make a good filament.
Always beware of smells.
Oh, that's an even better one.
Yeah.
Always beware of smells.
We got 2 fun facts left.
All right,
And
fun
we'll
fact it
probably
up.
Wrap it up. The best-selling album was Thriller by Michael Jackson in 1982. Wait, when did the CD get?
So we were talking about this, that's going to include all formats. A lot of
think so?
CDs, but also tapes.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Because that's in 1982. That's when the CD was made in Germany.
Right. They weren't. It was really like early to mid '90s that tape to CD transition happened.
Wow. Now we're digital. It's in the cloud. How do we recycle the cloud? Anyway, one more fun fact.
All right. It'll be fun as if that shark like closed, kind of, you know, like a really cheap miniature golf obstacle. You know, it's on a timer. Snap.
That's your next design.
Over 200 billion CDs have been sold. If they were all piled up, they would circle the Earth 8 times.
That's a lot of filament.
It's a lot of filament. We could make so many of these.
Oh, we didn't even talk about what this was.
Yeah, what is that?
So
What
this
is this?
this is the print, and what it does is it holds a phone. I don't know if it's gonna hold this one. Nope. So it holds. Hey, is Otto still here? Nope. All right. So this
There he
holds-
is. Out of here.
Hey, can we have your phone?
Oh yeah.
Just throw it. No, don't.
Throw it.
Sweet. So this whole, what kind of phone is this?
Pixel XL.
This holds this, and then this slides. Yeah, well,
You
I
should-
don't want to.
it does push in.
Okay.
You should put it down and demonstrate what it does.
I am.
Oh, I thought it was a desk
I mean,
stand.
it could be. Oh, it could be. Okay. So it can hold your phone like this, but Otto did you design this one? Yes. No.
No.
Okay, this
he's
was
not
off.
gonna take credit.
This was off Thingiverse,
He
I
has
think.
integrity.
You
CD
slide
slot.
it into your CD slot.
You have
because
the
grind it
person
while
you
you're
got it.
sitting.
Now, what you should not do is use flaky, untested, trusted filament for this in your CD slot, because it's gonna glitter it up and then not actually,
I'm gonna give him his phone back.
and then
or we'll
not
put it right there.
actually play CDs, because sometimes people still put CDs in their car stereo.
Richard wants you to snap it for science,
That's what I was gonna say.
The CD or that?
No, everything.
assuming the holder to the auto.
Can we have some safety glasses?
I hope it's not my phone.
Okay, we need safety glasses.
Can we snap it with his phone in it?
Close your eyes.
You're
Oh man.
Hey, do you ever think maybe it's because the film is in there that's actually adding strength to it, because it's just it's like because it does snap, but look, the film and the outside of it kind of holds it together. So that gives it like a more tensile strength.
Right.
Where's the, oh, you're gonna break it?
You want yours? Here.
Oh, hey, it's broken. Did somebody else break it?
Otto did.
You're supposed
Oh.
to break it on camera.
Thanks. That's why he walked away.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Is that a good shot, Kev?
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, that's pretty tough, and you can see the layers. I'll put it down so you can get the light out. It's for science.
Can you do this one?
Oh,
Wow.
that one went great. Are you okay?
Oh, this is a good one with the layers.
Are we doing this for science? Like, is this how you do it?
He said for science. Hashtag
Well, yeah,
science.
when you print something, you have to break it to see how everything worked. So,
Oh, the layer. That's a good shot.
yeah, you can see the way that
And that
it
was
looks like it wasn't consistent the way the APEC mixed in with the polycarbonate from the discs.
This was interesting. Oh, yep, that's a good one. The layer adhesion on that was pretty bad,
Temperature too low.
probably. And then this one, like, is the same color. So when I push it together, I mean, the layer, the temperature is too low. Oh, that was something we didn't know.
What?
When we first made the filament without drying it, because we always like to run it like with the least amount of
Yeah.
hardware, right?
Yeah, why make more work?
Right. It was foamy. It was foaming, right? Because the moisture, so it was creating this. I mean, it looked like good filament, but it just had all these bubbles. So we didn't really know that when we were printing, and it was just creating a bunch of issues. I think Otto had an issue where the drive wheels, the roller wheels, were squishing the filament, making it too wide to push through the hot end. So then that's when we went back and like we did the drying process, and then we, went and added the 10% polycarbonate back to it.
Yeah. So there we go. I mean, we've got the study available on filabot.com. You can get your own sample of filament there too. We want to hear from you, especially if somebody's actually going to take that pile of CDs that they've got in their closet and do something with them. We want to see. We want to see if you have similar experiences. Are you able to make better filament? What happens if you, drop 20 or 30%?
Yeah.
Well, there's
Yeah,
other grades of polycarbonate
Sure.
you could try too.
Sure. I mean,
Right.
there's so much there.
There's a lot we haven't done, but we hope we're creating that base of,
Yeah.
hey, this is a material that we can recycle.
That's right.
Sweet.
Any other questions or anything that we should respond to before we sign off?
That's it.
Okay, well,
Thank you for commenting.
thanks for watching, listening, contributing.
Group. Oh, Will Extrude. The group.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got it. Cool. I don't know much about it. We have a new Facebook group. It's kind of, I'm calling it an inclusive group because we're looking
Yeah.
to have a lot of more in-depth conversations to see what people want to recycle and see us recycle. And we're putting up some just raw content. Like,
It's information focused as opposed to our general social media, which is
Right.
which is more broad. There's gonna be some marketing as we talk about new products. There's gonna
Right.
be informational stuff. There's gonna be, hey, this is kind of cool, but it's not us. Whereas the group Will It Extrude
connected to the Facebook page.
is entirely around information and sharing information and starting to push the envelope on what people
Right.
can do.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fun, and go over and check it out. Subscribe to the channel. I see a lot of channels saying that.
Be sure to like and
Promote.
share.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. There's a guy who watches some YouTube. He knows the lingo. Like, comment, subscribe. There we go.
Nice.
Please do that.
Thank you. Remember, we have to do a 30-second thing.
30-second thing, right? We have to just talk. This went pretty well. It could be zooming in on CDs. Can you shuffle CDs?
Like bend them?
Like cards?
Doesn't somebody have to push that?
Can we try to break 5 at once?
Kind of shuffled.
This desk is a mess. This is going to be the messiest CD cleanup. Messiest live cleanup we've done.
Is that true?
We're probably not going to be able to clean up the glitter. Okay, I'm done with that one. What else can you do? Ooh, Dell Server Assistant from 2000. Oh no, 1997. Half-Life 2. There's some good stuff in here. All right,
Shit.
I think we're over. I think we're over our 30 seconds. Oh.